Perfect. That's good enough. Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
I'll bring this meeting to order. We don't have a very long agenda tonight, but we do have some important business. So before we begin, I see we're missing Councillor Gill here. Councillor Chason, would you like to read the land acknowledgement for us, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, that I will. We respectfully acknowledge the City of Corner Brook as the ancestral homeland of different populations of Indigenous people. We also acknowledge with respect the rich histories and cultures of the Beothuk, Mi'kmaq, Innu, and Inuit of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Thank you very much. Okay, so would someone like to move the approval of the agenda, please?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Seconder?
Second.
Seconded. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. We have some minutes from our Committee of the Whole from October 30th. Would someone like to move the approval of those minutes?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Seconder on those?
Mr. Mayor.
Okay, and nothing, any corrections or issues there?
Yep.
No? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Thank you very much.
I have a question.
Yes?
Probably should have did it when it was up.
That's okay.
Mount Bernard Avenue reconstruction.
Business arising from the minutes?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm going ahead of you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Mr. Charters, do you have an update for us on that?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, as I understand, there was a big break on University Avenue late last week, as I understand it, washed out some granulars and things, so they weren't able to get the street open last week, but the plan is to have it open this week.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, can they access the road now to go to their homes and things like that? Like, are they able to get up to their houses?
Yeah, Mr. Charters?
I don't know the answer to that. Everybody should be able to get to their own homes. I just don't know how restricted it is at this current moment.
Okay, thank you.
But
very
everybody
much.
should be able to access their homes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, luckily, I think I understand that break was on the old, well, the undone portion of the reconstruction,
Yes.
which is lucky in some ways. But it does mean that, well, we have to work a little further up than had planned before to accommodate that. So, yeah, that'll be great this week. Yeah. Yes?
Just another one under the Business Rising, Mr. Mayor, under
Yes.
sustainable development. Last meeting, we talked about the fall leaf collection that went ahead on November 6th to 10th. But I do know we had some discussions later. Staff has made some other arrangements. So I'm wondering if we can have the director just highlight those for us.
That's great, Mr. Charters.
Sure, through you, Mr. Mayor. We looked at a couple different options to, for those folks who missed the standard leaf collection. So we looked at getting the contractor back, and we thought that was rather expensive. So what we're going to do is open up the Third Pond access road where the leaves are dumped for the public to drop that off. Now, there will be security there to ensure that folks are only dropping off leaves and the required bags. And those dates are, that's 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. on the following days. Wednesday, November 22nd, Friday, November 24th, and Monday, November 27th.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Where was that, Mr. Mayor?
So I guess what's the best way to describe it? It's the old Curly water supply.
Yes.
So it's
With the map.
between, say, the end of where O'Connell Drive first intersects the Lewin Parkway and Lundergan Drive.
The
south side of the road.
The old training
The
tower.
fire training ground is there.
Fire
and,
training.
We do have a map as well online.
Oh,
yeah, we have a map too, yes.
Okay,
So,
and it'll be online?
yep, it is,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Yes,
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, under business arising from minutes with regard to the traffic study that we discussed, or actually was brought out by the director in the last meeting with regard to no parking on either side of Palmer Park. And that transportation study would occur after the new hospital is open. So would that transportation study, is that a study of all transportation in Corner Brook, or just a transportation study looking at the closure of the old hospital, which would include the Palmer Park area, before it moves over, or sorry, after it moves over to the new hospital?
Mr. Chair?
Through you, Mr. Mayor. It's a very broad, comprehensive study. We hope to see a lot of policies and tools for us to manage the transportation network, but it will also include an analysis of the network. So us as staff will point out that type of situation, some intersections that we know we have trouble with, those types of things. So it'll be a very comprehensive traffic study.
So, Mr. Mayor, just to follow up to that, just to look at the concerns of Ulmer Park. So if it's a comprehensive study, will it take a year, 2 years? And if it's going to be that comprehensive, would the residents of that area be in a situation whereby it could be 2 years without being able to park on either side of the street at Ulmer Park?
Mr. Chair?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, I'm a little unclear of the question. I don't think it's going to get into that much detail about parking restrictions. It will look at all of our policies regarding parking, crosswalks, traffic calming, all those types of things. The RFP for that study went out on the 13th, I believe, and we expect that to be done before September of next year.
Yeah, my concern, Mr. Mayor, is it came up in discussions that a lot of traffic comes out of the current hospital, and they come down Reed Street and they turn left up Ulmer Park, which causes some of the issues. That's what staff was telling us, and we had a discussion on it. How long would the study take before we can address that issue? If, for example, there's less traffic coming out of the old hospital, which will then be the old hospital site, going down Reed Street and turning left, how long will we be before we can go back and address the issue that came up with regard to the signs on Ulmer Park, no parking on each side of the street?
As I understand.
I don't want to
yeah.
be 2 or 3 years out and still discussing the issue.
Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Charters, I understood there was no real intention at this point to change anything there.
No.
So if council wanted a specific thing looked at from a camera's perspective or to do some of our own internal analysis, potentially we could, but this study would be more, I think, high level than this. So it would have policies on how to deal. So when we have residents having complaints about parking or no parking in the area, how we would address that. So right now, the way we address it, Mr. Charters, how do we do it?
We look at it from 100% a safety perspective. So if we see safety issues out there that are brought to our attention, we'll go and take a look at it. And from what staff see and what I see out there in the field, it's a narrow road, it's got a turn on it, it's a blind hill, there's fire hydrants on it, which removes a lot of the parking on that street. So staff told me there was a section about 6 meters long that they could remove parking comfortably, and that's only about one parking spot, so we didn't feel it was prudent to put more signs up on the street to leave one parking spot open.
Right. Yep.
Mr. Mayor, I really appreciate those comments. But with the change of the current hospital to the new hospital site, will surely reduce the amount of traffic coming out of the old hospital site, obviously, going down Reed Street. So if at that point in time, if people are using that now as access to get to West Valley Road and other parts of the city, when the traffic is less because it's coming out of the hospital, would it be safe then for the city to just put it as a one-way street going down Reed Street, continue on down Reed, coming out in the main section of downtown, as opposed to being able to cut across, because there's less traffic going to be using it anyway. So I'd ask council and staff to go back sometime and have a look at that, and if we don't do it, but then I'll bring a motion forward at some other meeting
Yeah.
so we can discuss it.
But I think you're right, that if there is going to be any change there, it will happen post, I guess, June.
Yes.
When the hospital moves.
Yes, Mr.
anyway,
Mayor.
Or sometime after that,
Yep.
as it takes some time. So at this point, I guess, there's no need to rush into something. So we can, again, something to look at.
We'll
once
keep an eye on it.
We're going to have I think we're going to have a number of things that we're going to have to look at once the hospital moves.
I agree, Mr. Mayor.
Because that is obviously a big employer. It isn't going to happen all at once, because we know, of course, that there is going to be administration still at the hospital, laundry,
Correct.
nursing school, all those things happening there too, so.
No, I'm
yeah.
okay with that, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you,
Yes.
Director.
I'm just wondering if the stop signs were put there, if it had anything to do with volume, or more to do with, like, the blind hill.
And I know that the thing is, we have had complaints
Yeah, I
the
know.
other way
Yeah.
about it not being safe enough because of, and constricted. And I know from a, traffic engineering
Yeah,
perspective, there are benefits to having more parking sometimes to slow things down.
Yeah.
But it depends on visibility. There's a bunch of factors to
Yes.
it that I'm not qualified to answer, but yes, you're right.
Yeah, and the reason I'm asking, because it's really not a decision for us to make.
No, it
You know,
does take,
if
sorry,
that's
I think,
the Highway Traffic Act, and
Yeah.
they need to be there.
absolutely, I think that's, and I guess to Councillor Granter's point, that
Yeah.
wait till see, let's see what happens there in June, and then wait till we see what comes in our study as well, in terms of how we should address these concerns.
Yes.
Because it is often very, it's very subjective too, because depending on where you are on a street, your perception of speed, danger, and all those things are different. But we try to keep it as scientific as we can, of course.
Can I just, if we can go back to Mount Bernard, I
Yeah.
wanted to bring up, and I just thought about it. Will that remain no through traffic all winter?
Mr. Charters?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Mount Bernard Avenue, will that remain no through traffic all winter?
Yes, through you, Mr. Mayor, it will remain open. We'll put base course asphalt on it,
Yep,
just like we did last year, and it'll be completely open like it was last winter, yes.
yep, thank you.
Okay,
Yep.
yes.
Mr. Mayor, one more under sustainable development. Just the transit digital payment system, the M-cards that we've introduced. Just wondering if we can get an update, and if there's nothing available this evening, that's fine. But at least for the next meeting, just what the uptake is on the cards, and are we seeing any uptake or increase in users on the transit system?
Okay, Mr. Charters?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, I can give a brief update. We started a little later with our system, so typically at the end of the month or the first of the month, that's when you'll see the uptake for new passes for the month. We have sold a few, but we'll see. I'll have a better handle on it come December 1st.
That's fine, thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Just as an update to the financial update that we did last week, the public may want to be aware that the budget will be read, I believe, next council meeting on
Yeah,
December the 4th.
4th, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good point. Okay, anything else? Good. Okay, there was some proclamations and special days we recognized. November was declared Crohn's and Colitis Awareness Month, and Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis are chronic autoimmune diseases that it causes the body to attack healthy tissue, leading to inflammation in parts or all of the digestive system. We know many people, of course, that are affected by Crohn's and colitis. And November 20th, today, was declared Transgender Day of Remembrance, and this day helps bring public awareness to transphobic hate crimes and honors the memory of those hurt and killed by acts of transphobic violence each year. I would also like to mention, while it is top of mind, I want to congratulate Chief Mitchell on his recent appointment to the National Board of the Assembly of First Nations as a first regional chief for Newfoundland and Labrador, which is great. Or Newfoundland, or is it both the whole province, or is it
Newfoundland.
just Newfoundland region?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, thank you. But that's a great achievement, so good on him, congratulations. Okay, Councillor Pender, we have a tender for maintenance and cleaning services, city buildings.
Oh, yes, Mr. Mayor, I have the right one here. Oops, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Background information, the City of Corner Brook requested bids for the maintenance and cleaning of city buildings, which include the Public Works Depot, the Fire Department, and Water Treatment Plant. Tenders closed on November 14th, 2023, with one bid received from K&D Commercial Maintenance Limited in the amount of $58,776.50, HST included per annum. Now be it resolved that the City of Corner Brook Council award contract number 2023-16, maintenance and cleaning service, city buildings to K&D Commercial Maintenance Limited in the amount of $58,776.50, HST included per annum. So moved.
Thank you. A seconder on that one?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one?
I guess we should say, Mr. Mayor, I believe this is a 2-year contract,
Yes.
and there's a slight increase of about, well, slight 11% over
right.
the previous contract.
And I think last time it was closer to 40%, so 30 or 40% on this one.
That much, yeah.
Yes,
Am I missing something here to, what about the City Hall?
and that's a separate one, I believe.
Different contract.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Okay, Deputy Mayor, we have I'm ahead of myself, sorry, it wasn't 40% last time. I'm already on to phosphates already.
I know.
Let's talk about phosphates, I'm losing my
You
mind.
took thunder.
I know, I'm just so trying to get this thing moving, come on. Please, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Shannon Chemical Corporation were requested to provide a quotation for the extension of the phosphates of corrosion control contract 2022 to 2028 for a one-year period ending November the 30th, 2024. Shannon Chemicals has provided a quotation in the amount of $8.37 per kilogram for an estimated annual quantity of 12,000 kilograms, totaling $100,440, and that's in US dollars, which equals $137,733.37 Canadian, based off current rates. The proposed resolution, be it resolved that the City of Corner Brook approve the quotation for the phosphates for the corrosion control 2022-28 extension for 1 year to November the 30th, 2024, to Shannon Chemicals Corporation. I so move.
Thank you very much. Seconder on that one?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. That's the one. Went up, but it looks like we're sticking, holding steady on price, so it's
Yeah.
great. Yes?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, if, for example, we've had a lot of conversation with regard to chemical treatment, treatment of the water, the chemicals at the treatment plant. Why would we just not, if we've seen chemicals rise over a period, over the last 14 or 15 months especially, why would we have not have gone with a longer extension as opposed to 1 year?
Yeah, and I don't know, Mr. Charters, if that's your bailiwick or is that over Public Works? What?
I was just gonna say, ideally, we probably would have had a longer one, but you don't know what these prices are gonna do. They're pretty volatile, so I don't think we wanted to lock into anything long-term. That would be my estimation on why we did not do that. But again, this was a one-year contract with the option of extension. When we went out to bid a year ago, this was the lowest bidder, so we felt it was appropriate to go with these folks who didn't change. They didn't change their US price, but according to the dollar fluctuation, it could cost a little more.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Yes?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, it is a lot of money, but on the other hand, if it's helping to prevent corrosion of our main water lines and water line breaks, it's money well spent.
Absolutely. Yeah, anything else? No? And that phosphate, we've seen over the change, if we go back to when the plant was first opened and how the orthophosphate has helped. It's been
I
great.
think, Mr. Mayor, we said last meeting, we have one main break, I believe, in the last month or something like
Yeah.
that.
And then we jinxed
I
it.
remember we had 5 to 6 a month, so
Yeah,
money well spent.
that's right, yeah. Okay, nothing else?
Yeah.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. Okay, Councillor Gill, we have an expression of interest, Assessment Review Commissioner for 2024.
Yes, we do. Pursuant to Section 31(1) of the Assessment Act, the City of Corner Brook is required to appoint a person to the position of Assessment Review Commissioner for 2024. The city has solicited expressions of interest in the position of Assessment Review Commissioner, and one submission was received. Mr. Dennis Waterman has held a number of positions in his career in which he was responsible for property acquisition and disposition. He has served on several panels and hearings in relation to statutes and regulations. He has served as the city's commissioner for the past 10 years. Therefore, be it resolved to appoint Mr. Dennis Waterman as the Assessment Review Commissioner for 2024. So moved.
Thank you. Seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions? Yes?
Can we get a brief description for those at home as to what an Assessment Review Commissioner does for us?
Mr. Maestri?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, through you. Basically, if any residents have an issue with the property valuations or the assessed values of their properties, they can raise this with Mr. Waterman, who would assess, would note down their queries and follow through in terms of in terms of assessing it against the MMA, also the Municipal Assessment Agency.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We should send him a card for his 10-year anniversary.
How about we send him a check instead? Any other questions? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Contraminded? Carried. Okay, Councillor Griffin, we have a confirmation of an order.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Stop work order number 2023-05. Since the previous meeting of council, the following order was issued by Department of Community Engineering Development and Planning, and therefore must be confirmed by council pursuant to Section 109, Section 4 of the Urban and Rural Planning Act. Order number 2023-05, date issued November 10, 2023, civic address, Lewin Parkway near Watson's Pond. The violation, Section 8 of the City of Corner Brook Development Regulations, and the order was a stop work order. Proposed resolution in accordance with Section 109.4 of the Urban and Rural Planning Act. The following stop work order is hereby confirmed by council, order number 2023-05. I so move.
Thank you. A seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? Again, this is just, this is pro forma kind of thing. Okay? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Contraminded? Carried. And Councillor Keeping, we have a discretionary use. 2 4-unit apartment buildings.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Background information, the City of Corner Brook has received an application to construct 2 4-unit apartment buildings on the property located at 118A Station Road. This property is located in a residential medium density zone. An apartment building classification of use is a discretionary use of the City of Corner Brook's development regulations for this zone. A public notice was placed in the local newspaper and on the city's website. As a result of these notices, no submissions were received. Proposed resolution, be it resolved that the Council of the City of Corner Brook approve the application to construct 2 4-unit apartment buildings on the property located at 118A Station Road, in accordance with Regulation 11, discretionary powers of authority. I so move.
Thank you very much. Would someone like to second that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions on this one? Yes.
I'm just looking at the map, Mr. Mayor, so I assume the access is gonna come up from Station Road, between the houses?
Yeah, I guess that's the question I have as well. Mr. Charters?
Through you, Mr. Mayor. Currently, the property is addressed 118A Station Road. Once the consolidation of the properties is done, we'll readdress that. We expect the access to be off Humber Road.
Okay.
Sounds more logical.
Perfect. Yes, any other questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, just a comment. I think that was the issue we had with that the last time, trying to get it off Station Road.
Yes.
And they're going to come in off Humber Road, which changes everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a flag lot there, it's
Yes.
difficult from
Yeah.
Station Road, right? But this, yeah, there's lots of frontage on Humber, so,
Yeah.
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 good, okay. Any other questions? Good.
Good.
Okay, let's vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Contraminded? Carried. Excellent. Well, that's good. Some more apartments.
Yes.
Okay, and last but not least, Councillor Granter, we have another discretionary use for home-based business.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The City of Corner Brook has received an application to operate a home-based business office from the dwelling located at 21 Osmonds Avenue, which is located in the residential medium-density zone. A home-based business office is a discretionary use of the City of Corner Brook development regulations for the zone. The office will be used for an online car sales business, which will not be permitted to have any vehicles stored or parked at property. It is also not proposed to have anyone visit the property. A notice was delivered to the residents in the immediate area of 21 Osmonds Avenue indicating the above-mentioned request. As a result of this notice, no comments were received. Be it resolved, Mr. Mayor, that the Council of the City of Corner Brook approve the application to operate a home-based business office from the dwelling located at 21 Osmonds Avenue in accordance with Regulation 11, discretionary powers of authority. So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Seconder on that one?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Questions? Yes.
Mayor, yeah, so this is for an office to sell used cars. Is that what I understood?
That's correct.
So, yeah,
And so there's not gonna be any vehicles stored or parked at the property.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, I'm just thinking ahead, you know, if somebody has an issue with a vehicle they buy or things like that, like, are they gonna show up at this property with the vehicle, or are people gonna have, you know, dropping vehicles back there, or, you know, they're not satisfied with it, or, I'm just wondering how that's supposed to work, because I don't know where the vehicles are coming from, but how do you sell vehicles from an office without having an inventory somewhere, or somewhere to pick up and drop off vehicles? So
yeah.
that's my question.
Yeah, and I guess there, I noticed there, it says address of dealership, and then, is that, I can't tell if it's redacted, it's just blank, but, there in the application. But again, is it probably like any online business, I guess it could be potentially anywhere, so,
Yeah, just like,
yeah. I mean,
how are the cars being picked up and dropped off, where is that happening? Do we know that information? Does this business already exist, or is this being proposed to create a business there? Or are they already using this address?
Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Charters?
I'm not sure on that question, but our condition of approval would be if we do start seeing vehicles there are parked or showing up all the time, then we can revoke the permit to operate. But I'm not sure how the process works. All I was told was it was an online portal to sell vehicles.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes,
Can we get more information on this? Can we just bring this back to our next meeting or whatever? I don't
Yeah.
have enough information on where the car is going to be stored. How does one go about seeing a vehicle? Is it all going to be online? But even if it's online, it still has to be parked somewhere for someone to pick it up or
Yeah.
drop it off or whatever. Can we get more information on this, Mr. Mayor, before we move ahead and make a decision that will impact the business? I wouldn't want to.
yeah, I guess, I mean, there are a lot of businesses that do work in all kinds of fields that don't actually have inventory on site. And
Used cars.
yeah, used cars might be selling from you to you, you know what I mean? Who knows what it's saying? The condition's pretty clear about not being able to have any vehicles there. So I'd hate to just delay this another couple of weeks. There's clear condition there that they can't have cars on site. So, yeah, that's, I prefer not to delay this, but it's up to council.
I would prefer to have a lot more information before I move forward with a vote, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And, Mr. Mayor, if I may just follow up too, I know they say they touch base with the residents or in the area. Do we know, like normally we say within 300 meters or something, do we know how many people were contacted, or did we do a drop in the mailboxes, or was it just in the newspaper, for instance?
I don't know, Mr. Charters?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, typically it's a mail drop. I don't know what the number is, people that were contacted. I would have to get that information from staff.
It's just that I know, Mr. Mayor, it's a narrow road, they have water issues there, we always get complaints about the condition of the road, so I'm being a little cautious here about, you know, if there's gonna be extra vehicles, dropped off, picked up, or whatever's gonna happen there. I'd rather have a little more information exactly how this is gonna work.
Okay, well, someone want to make a motion to do, I don't know, what's the proper motion now? Not to delay, to postpone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So want to make that motion? Or do you want it before we get there?
Yeah, the motion proposed is to allow the office,
Yep.
right? So we're not voting to anything to do with the business, how it operates, is to allow him to run it, have an office on that property.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I don't know, I understand, I do, it makes good sense, but the motion was to allow the office.
Yep.
Right.
Yes. Go ahead.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, okay, distracted. Mr. Mayor, I don't have an issue with moving forward on this because we've outlined what will happen or what is expected from this business. And in the interests of not delaying this person from operating in in their right as a business person in our city. I'm not going to vote to delay this. I think that we should just move forward and trust that the things outlined in the agreement will be adhered to by the business person. I mean, any number of things that we grant in chambers could go awry if people don't pay attention to the terms of the agreement, so this is no different. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, Councilor Grant first, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, just one point. I don't have an issue either with a business office at that location. And I guess it's a little different than if you're operating real estate, when the house, you're not moving the house.
Yeah.
The house is down the road, and I've been operating an home-based real estate office from a particular house in Corner. But I don't understand how the transaction of the deal was going to take place. Where the automobile is going to be. Is it ever going to be 2 automobiles at a time, or is it going to be a 5 or 6 truckload of automobiles, used vehicles coming in from the mainland that's going to be dropped at this location? So some clarification from the proponent on, no, there's not going to be any cars dropped off at that particular location. It's going to be stored at such and such a lot in Corner Brook or in Pasadena or wherever it might be. But it's just going to run the office from Corner Brook, he or she, because I don't know who the proponent is.
Yep.
So that's only my concern, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you. So does someone want to make a motion to postpone, or?
I'll make the motion, Mr. Mayor,
Yeah.
but I was just gonna add, like, I'm not against the business itself, but I'd rather have some information up front and make sure these questions are asked before we give a permit, so that also the business owner knows what's expected ahead of time. But I'll make the motion, Mr. Mayor, that
Okay.
we postpone till the next meeting, till staff can bring us back additional information.
Perfect. Seconder on that?
I'll
Seconded?
second that.
Okay, so we got a motion to postpone. Any questions or comments before we vote?
I'll just go back to, the motion was for the office.
Yep.
What goes on in the office is not in the motion.
Okay. Yep. Anyone else before we vote? Okay, all those in favor of postponing till next meeting? 3, 4, okay, and against? 3, okay, so we are carried, so we will postpone this, it'll go on the agenda next meeting. Okay, we're done. Thank you all very much. Now, remember, as Councillor Gill said earlier, December 4th is budget night, so tune in. Everyone will be wearing their sharpest, and I'm sure the place will
New
be
shoes.
decorated perfectly for Christmas as well. So please tune in. And as well, of course, a couple days before that, Christmas parade. So come on out. And again, we look forward to Mount Vernon being open for the Christmas parade.
Yeah.
That's right. So with that, we're adjourned. Thank you. I just jinxed it.
The years have come and gone, while the mill pumps life into this town. Ship after ship, gorged with paper tried and true. But one thing stays unchanged